a very short time with a super amazing rock star student. Dua did exceedingly well. I mean, just like, I don't really have enough words to just speak my gratitude or just to show my appreciation, but I must say, every time we partner with CIIP, we have a great experience. We reach and connect with these brilliant minds, but more so these people that are willing to see West Baltimore, Black Baltimore, the city and the town and the areas where they don't say, there are enough resources or there's enough safety or I'm really gonna drive fast through this area. You know what I'm saying? We right in the heart of it. And we love it and we beautify it and we work so hard to do so. And we can be forgotten if it wasn't for programs like this, really kind of like making that next generation show up, show love, show light, so into. And Dua came in just ready. Hella interested, just like, hey, so I know how to do this, but I really want to be a sponge. I said, perfect, this is amazing. And ever since, I would just say, we kind of just let her experience happen. We nurtured a environment that reached the goals that she aspired to reach, and then also was open for some of the things to happen unexpectedly. We want to create our own type of experience without trying to nitpick it so much. And then I just started to see things happen, and she started to flourish. Then I would notice her start to take a class or two. Then I come back the next week and she's building a project with some of the teachers. Then I come back the next week, she's doing phone calls. And then she's doing our class reminders. At first you were nervous on the phone. Then she's like, hey, just calling you for your daily reminder classes. I was like, don't you got your flow and your spiel down, okay? Let me find out. Then I snatch her up and take her to a meeting with my, we're gonna sit on this appeal meeting real quick. And she's just in there taking notes, just ready and on. And I remember that thirst, that like when you first had that first little look online before you got your first rejection on the job, before it happens. That thirst, that excitement, it just lives and drives and really just was a light to experience every day. I hate to see Dua go. I'm very excited that she will be extending with us a little bit, but it's been an honor and a privilege to work with such a brilliant mind. I really wish you nothing but the best in the future. I know the world ain't ready. They ain't ready. They really ain't ready. But I'm so glad you came to Jubilee and brought your light to us, so that's my piece. I appreciate y'all seeing me.
I honestly don't know how to follow that up. Sorry. I have so much to say about Jubilee that I don't think that could be condensed into 5 minutes. So, I'm gonna do my best. But this was probably one of the best summer experiences I could ever have. I don't expect any of the summers to live up to this unless I go back. I didn't just learn about typical hard skills like going in, doing all say for example, I'm pre-med, right? I didn't go to a healthcare center. I didn't expect to learn how do I take care of patients? That's not what I went there for. And that's not what I learned. And I learned so much more than that. Everyone went in maybe expecting they were gonna learn some hard skills that are gonna help them with their professional career or whatever. But I wanted to learn about Baltimore. That was why I went. I didn't go for the skills or whatever. I didn't go for the resume. I went because I wanted to be part of Baltimore. And this is gonna be my home for the next few years and hopefully longer than that. So I should know it, right? And I absolutely learned so much about Baltimore. But not only that, I talked about this a little bit in some of my blogs, but the number of soft skills that you can learn from just being around people and being in different environments and just putting yourself in there. I had absolutely no reason to be yeah, I'm gonna go to the classes. I went to the classes, and do not regret it at all. I went into this with two of my goals from not connected at all to CIP. I always wanted to learn pottery and sewing. At the end of the summer, I have 4 pieces that I made in ceramics, and I'm going back to learn sewing, guys. I have no plans to actually be gone. I don't think that was the point of the program, not only am I going to extend because I love them so much, but I'm also planning on taking classes for however long that I will be here. And you know, one of my favorite parts of the internship was actually my coworkers. The team at Jubilee, oh my god, I love them so much. Like, they, you know how usually when you apply somewhere, they say, oh, it's like a family, and you're like, red flag, don't apply. No, Jubilee's the opposite. They say it's like a family, it's like a family. But not in like the, oh, they're gonna expect you to do this or wait. No. It's a like a family where they look out for each other. If you're tired, go home. If you can't handle that, that's okay, we're here. You know, like, they're looking out for each other. Like, I can't tell you how many days I just sat there like working, and like me and one of my coworkers, Jen, would just go off on like a conversation that would last like 2 hours. Every 5 minutes I'm on the phone, and we're also talking in between that, like about just life things, and like talking about, you know, where's life gonna take us? What are we gonna be doing? Like, how I would go on rants about how pre-med students typically are, and she'd be like, yeah, you're right. But it was like the best experience. I've made connections that I don't think I will ever forget. Or honestly, these are friendships that I want to like keep in contact with for like as many years as I possibly can. So there's not anything I could say about Jubilee that would actually fully encapsulate everything that I learned and everything that I love about it. But all I can really say is thank you for having me. It was like one of the best experiences of my life, and I will absolutely be back.